Hello folks, tier 20 ABATTOIR of ZIR dungeon is cleared now. The highest damage reached to close to 8 billion in this fight. The major change comparing to the last video, which was at tier 19, is that I leveled my Tears of Blood glyph from level 35 to level 55. The reason to level the glyph to 50 is that the radius of the glyph will increase at this level. The radius increase includes some of the existing core stat nodes, and it also gives me 7 additional core stat nodes that I can respec into. The core stat nodes in the range will increase our damage multiplier. With the new nodes, I think I got around 100% more damage multiplier according to the tooltip. This is really huge. It helped me to deal with the 100% monster HP increase from tier 19 to 20. For the glyph farming before level 50, this was done by farming the tier 14 dungeons. Each dungeon took around 3 to 4 minutes solo by my build. I tried to farm tier 19 dungeons at this point, but my success rate was only around 50%. The consistency of not dying is important, so I stayed with farming the tier 14 dungeons. After level 50, I started farming the tier 19 dungeons. Each dungeon took around 5 minutes at this point, and I can do it very consistently without dying. Coming next, I plan to play further around the Paragon boards to see if I need to make any change to push to higher tier. However, it seems like the only way to push to higher tiers now is to level the Tears of Blood glyph, which is still very boring. I do this while listening to the music, watching Netflix, or Elden Ring live streaming, or whatever. Let me know if you would like to team up or whether there's a place to look for a group to do the farming. I didn't change my gear, neither the skill tree nor the Vampiric Powers. I will go over my build very briefly at the end of the video after this tier 20 dungeon fight, as well as leaving the planner link in the description for you to read more detail.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't have enough fury. I'm not ready. I'm afraid. Not ready yet. I'm afraid. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
These are the gears: shackle helmet, chest, glove, pants, boots, bludgeoning weapon, Doombringer, one dual-wield weapon, grandfather, banished lords, ring of the red warrior, and another ring. Skill tree is pretty much the same. The only change I did is that I took 1 point from the tactical rallying cry out and also 1 point from the power war cry out, and put these 2 points into Whirlwind and also enhance the Whirlwind so that whenever we use Whirlwind we also get some fury back. And then the reason to take these 2 points out is that we only use these skills maybe around 20 seconds, which is not worth that much in my point of view. And the rest of the tree are very similar to the previous build. We use 200x expertise. For Vampiric Powers, I have Metamorphosis, Ravenous, Prey on the Weak, Resilience, and also Undying. I didn't use the Domination Vampiric Power because from my test in the previous video, this will get us killed randomly. For Paragon boards, as I'm going to respect into the Tears of Blood at level 50, so I tried the China's first tier 24 clear build demonstrated in Robert's video. Kudos to them. I think I also made some slight changes, for example, to use some node here to get more life and fix my resistance issue by taking out some of the damage reduction node here and also damage reduction node in this area. Tears of Blood Glyph is also very interesting. For example, every 5 core stats here increase 3.1 damage according to this tooltip. If we take this node out, I think we're at 263 increased damage. However, if we put 1 5 stat here, increase 3.1% of damage, we are now at 264 damage. How do we do the math? Take this out, 263, add this one, increase 3 point damage, we are at 264 increased damage. So this is more than 11% increased damage. Anyhow, I don't know how to do the math, but this glyph is actually very powerful. Thank you for watching.